स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दम् कृपापूर्णम् जगत्पतिम् हरिषड्वर्गजेतारम् नित्यानन्दगुरुम् भजे.
For you guys, you don't have the ability to make this body alive. Either this body is alive or it is dead, that's all. It's not under your control. But for an enlightened person, it's under his control. He can either make this body alive or he can relax. Because of that ability, he can make some other body also alive. When he chooses to make a stone or a metal alive, it becomes a representative of his very self. All the deities, the major temple deities, or traditional temples, are all deities energized by enlightened masters. Tiruvannamalai Arunagiri Yogeshwara, Chidambaram, Patanjali, and Tanjavur, Karuvurar, Tirupati, Kunganavar, Madurai, Meenakshi. Like these enlightened beings are energized, those murtis. So it is considered the very body of an enlightened master. So disciples start serving even after he leaves the physical body, that considering that body as his own body, they start serving. They start serving. So that is the reason the deities receive the same respect of an enlightened master. So it's like whoever is initiated by Arunagiri Yogeshwara, their generation starts doing worship in Arunachala temple. They are his disciples. They take care of the master. So that's the reason you will see whatever is done to human beings, master, same thing will be done to the deity. Can you give a mic for her?
Yesterday during the Homa, what I heard you say was that in energizing the deities, that there would be an independent intelligence, that energy, your own. So if I understand you, also, when we are with the deities and serving them, they are responding to us in the same way that you could, and in the same way that Kali Devi did to Ramakrishna.
Yes, same.
And even after you choose to leave the body, you're still with us in those forms.
See, masters, even after they leave the body, they decide to stay and continuously available to disciples through the deities which they energize. That is one thing. Even during my life, my physical presence is not possible everywhere, you see. So these deities will do my work. They are my representatives.
And so when you energize things for us, like padakas and whatnot, or the...
Padakas are more a energy center, but they will not be like an independent intelligence. But the deities will be independent intelligence. The deity takes a lot of, it's a big process. Energizing a deity is more like a giving birth. Padakas is more like a blessing. It will be energy center, like whatever information you give, it will reach me. That's all. But the deities directly will respond. It will just answer. It's much more stronger center than Padakas. Sorry, huh? I didn't understand.
But thank you for bringing them all to North America.
Yes. Now you got 117. 117 have already landed in Los Angeles. And just before coming to Delhi, just before coming to Himalayas, I went to Jaipur and picked up some 70 more. 70 more marble, they are also coming. So let you guys have fun. Huh? Each temple will have something like 20 to 25 murtis. All our 15 USA temple. In USA alone we are having 15 temple. Oh, just now we increased one more, 16. In Orlando also we are building. In Texas, Florida, Orlando, Disney World. We are trying to create a spiritual Disney World. Working on getting some murtis there. We are going to have a temple there. If you see our puja, our ashram routine, you will see morning they will play the song to wake him up. They will give a oil and tooth powder, a small cup of oil for hair and a small cup of tooth powder for brushing. And then after that they will give him a bath and give a fresh cloth, ironed cloth, just like how I wear. Same way. Whether Bidadi or Ohio or Hyderabad, all our temples, you will see the same routine. Or Los Angeles, same routine. Then they will give puja, food, evening aarti. The 5-time puja will go on. Night they will again put them in bed and fan for 10 minutes. You see, this all does not add anything to him. It adds to us. Living with God, practicing the presence of God, practicing the presence of the Master is puja. It's nothing but every day remembering. You see, yesterday I was telling about this click and initiations. If you decide to remind yourself every day all the clicks which happened in you, that is what becomes the ritual. Everything they do in Aarti, everything is connected to one click. So when you do that, you remember and you raise yourself to that mood. Whenever some serious low mood or depression is happening in you, if the right click is reminded, that's a great service done to you. Because the moment you remember what will happen, you will come out. You will just come out. Parananda, can you get a Sachidananda? Can you get some sheet for me to write and show something? Or a blackboard? I know it will be very difficult. Just try to find out. I'll today explain about this. How this karma and rituals are directly connected. How our prarabdha, agamya, sanchita karmas and rituals are connected. Atma Prabha, even if you are not able to get now, if you get it and keep it tomorrow morning, I'll explain at least. If you can get now, I'll explain now itself.
We have paper sheets Akshan has.
No, it should be huge.
Yes, like a flip chart.
Flip chart you have. Then okay, get
No,
it.
just the papers we have. We are trying to get. We need to get a board from it. We need to get a board.
Get it. I'll explain. Then we can go and see. I told them today prepare for Aarti. Today morning somebody asked to explain about Aarti and all. I did not see those questions. Means attention need question only. Not truth seeking question. Attention seeking question. I hate these fellows who come and talk to me for attention need. If they talk to me to know the truth, I will always answer. But I can very clearly make out in body language whether this fellow is around me for seeking the real truth or seeking the attention. If they are attention seekers, I'll say, just go out. Put it in writing and give, I'll answer. Okay, then tomorrow morning I'll explain with a drawing about the prarabdha, sanchita, agamya and this, how the rituals directly eliminate those karmas, those samskaras, engraved memories and help you to come out of it. Rituals are very powerful tools, powerful techniques. Because it takes time and energy, these fools doesn't want to do, and they think they can achieve everything without doing anything. Many people ask me, you are enlightened, why should you do rituals? I tell them, because I am enlightened only, I am teaching rituals. No ritual is needed for enlightenment. Let me tell you a small story. One fellow went to the hotel, started eating, and he ate 8 idlis. 9th idli, his hunger got settled. Then server came and gave the bill for 9 idlis. This fellow said, no, I will pay only for 1 idli, 9th idli, which put my hunger off. with which I got my hunger settled. And first 8 idlis did not do that job. Only 9th idli did the job of quenching my hunger. So I will pay only for that idli. How it will be? Same way only people who reject rituals are rejecting the first 8 idlis. The 9th idli worked because of first 8 idlis. So your meditation will work because of all these rituals, not by rejecting all these preliminary things. If you reject all these preliminary things, you think that directly you can eat 9th idli. It will never happen. Whoever is thinking directly they can eat 9th idli, they will be just sitting and eating the first idli and starving. Maybe they will think that, oh, I think this much only is the life. That is why the so-called Vedantis, so-called meditators, all the fellows will be depressed. Long face. Really. Long face. As if just now they had constipation. Ramakrishna says beautifully, as long as you think you have a body, you will be able to relate only with some body to the cosmic energy. Only when you lose your body consciousness, you can see divine also formless. Till then you need some form and some reminding rituals. See, earlier, first, my 3 years of mission, from 2003 to 2006, I never gave in ritual along with our meditation. Till 2006, only meditation. Only in 2006 I added the Guru Puja into Nitya Dhyan. Now, see, 2003, 4, 5, 3 years, if I have taught meditation to 500,000 people, only 20 to 30% people continued doing after 3 months also. Within 3 months, other 70% all, that's all. Forget about it. Now, after I added the Guru Puja into Nitya Dhyan, now it became a ritual. More than 80% who take initiation follow now. I did a statistics study, did a survey. Now, anybody who gets initiated, more than 80% of the people follow the Nitya Dhyan. Because it became a ritual. You have to do. You have to do. So I think it is good to have a little ritual, even along with meditation, so that the regular habit of sitting and doing, the sadhana, regular sadhana, will be there. Otherwise, these fellows don't do regularly. Today my mother-in-law is here. Tomorrow my father-in-law is here. My sister-in-law is here. Too much work. And after 2 days, they all have gone. I am just enjoying having my vacation. I don't want to do today. If I am happy today, I am happy. Why meditation? If I am depressed, today I am depressed. How can I meditate? These guys find some logic. But if it is ritual, you can't find any logic. It has to be done. That's why I added little rituals. Alright, then no other question? We can go and see the Aarti. Of course, after tomorrow's explanation, if you guys see the Aarti and if I explain, it will be much more clean. Much more, you will be able to understand much more deeply than now. Because that chart will give you a very logical explanation how the Prarabdha Agamya Sanjita is directly touched by the rituals. Oh, you have someone to see. சுவாமி, இன்று நான் யமுனோத்திரிக்கு கால்நடையாக நடக்க முடியாத காரணத்தால் பல்லக்கில் சென்றேன். இது என் மனதை மிகவும் வேதனையாக்கியது. சுவாமி, பலர் இப்படி செல்வது புண்ணியமில்லை என்றார்கள். இது எந்த அளவுக்கு உண்மை? தயவு செய்து இதற்கான விளக்கத்தை எனக்கு விளக்குமாறு தாழ்மையுடன் கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறேன். A Tamil question, she is telling, I went in Palki People are telling it is not punya, what to do? Alright, it's not punya. If you have gone by walk, you wouldn't have come back, what to do? You got little punya, that's all. At least you had darshan, what else can be done? But this trip is not done for punya's sake, it is done just to enjoy the Himalayas. Being in the energy field. Will it work? No. You have to lift this side only, then no, not that height. And not this small sketch, big sketch, so that I should be able to explain. Alright, some of you can hold, then I will write. That's right. Alright, today itself let us finish the subject. Okay, chalo, come on. Give him, let him hold. Hey, இதுக்கு பேர் தான் தீவட்டி தடியன்னு வாங்கடா. If you don't understand Tamil, it is good. தூக்கிப்பிடி, தலையில் தூக்கிப்பிடி. I think this people won't be able to see this action. Just see. You guys are able to see?
Light.
Huh?
Light.
No. Action. We need a big sketch. Huh? Can you get big sketch? Try to find out something. People should be able to see. Because it's a diagram, step by step I have to explain. That's why.
I have a black thing.
See how we assume body and how we go through the Janna Marana Chakra and how these initiations and rituals can liberate us, take us out of that cycle which we are doing. I am not able to read many lines. Oh, it's only comment, it is not a question. But the comment also I am not able to understand completely what you want to say. What do you mean to say? Who wrote the comment? Who? Later on you can tell me. What do you want to tell? I am not able to understand. Oh, okay, that's nice. These guys got the... Chala, hold. Appa indana vandiruppa. Front la vandu. Thooki puchu. கொஞ்சம் பின்னாடி போடா அப்படியே போடா செவுத்துல சார். All of you are able to see now? Understand? Basically you have 3 layers of karma. Agamya, Prarabdha, Sanjita. Sanjita is the karma which is like a bank, reserve bank. Whatever you did in your life, see, not only in this body, you have taken millions of bodies. In millions of bodies, whatever you learnt, you did, all those engrams put together is called Sanjita. They use the word even Samuchita. That's also one more Sanskrit word they use, Sanjita. All of you are able to see? A little big I should write. Okay? Then, next, Prarabdha. Prarabdha means, from this bank, you collect little bit. and create your body and decide to enjoy all those karmas in this body. Hey, apne. This is prarabdha. Understand? This is bank. Like all your past collection. That's huge account. You don't know when that will disappear or anything. And bank means don't think some collection saving. It's a debt actually, credit. Credit only. You have to finish them out. This is the prarabdha. Prarabdha is the little bit which you brought to enjoy or exhaust through this body. And the third karma, this is the worst thing. Agamya, after coming down, you start collecting. That is the worst thing. Agamya. This is the past. This is present, which you are exhausting. This you are collecting for your future, adding to the sanjita. Now, any fellow who lands on the planet Earth to exhaust, for example, here you have 1,000 karma. I am just giving an example. When you take your body, when you assume your body, you take only something like a 10 karma. Let me finish this 10. And you come down. After coming down, you start collecting 200 karma. By the time you go back, what will happen? Your bank balances increased by 1,210. Neither you exhausted this 10 and you collected 200 more. What will happen next time next time you take the body? 1,210. Then again you take 10 and come down and collect some more. This becomes a vicious circle. This is what we call Janana Marana Chakra. Continuously taking more and more and more bodies and dying, body, dying, body, dying. Now, this prarabdha 10 karmas, while you are living, exhausting these 10 karmas, if somebody gives you the knowledge, you are not the body, you are not the mind, these karmas influencing you, the influence of these karmas over you will start coming down. Understand? For example, in this 10 karma which you brought when you took the body, I don't sleep. I am talking something very important. There's a Tamil song, Palliyile Thungiyavan Kalvi Ilandan. There's a Tamil song, if you sleep in the school, you will lose knowledge. Now if you sleep here, you will lose the whole thing. I am giving you I can say these are all the business secrets. Or how the world runs, how the cosmos works. These are all those secrets. So listen properly and some way it will enrich your life. Don't miss it. And very rare you will get somebody who will explain such a logical way where you can relate with the whole thing. So don't miss. See, this 10 prarabdha, for example, in this 10 prarabdha karma, if you have 3 karma which will put you in depression, means 3 samskara, 3 engram which will put you in depression. 3 engram, depression engram, we can say D, depression engram. Whenever the 3 engrams put you in depression, if you learnt how to come out, this 3 will start losing its power over you. It means what? In the 10, 3 has become less. 3 has become less. Whenever you reduce the influence of prarabdha on you, you are accumulating new karma. Agamya will come down. How you know? These three karmas have got, these three some engrams have got power over you to put you in depression. Virupa, sit straight. If you guys are feeling tired, I will teach tomorrow. Because it is such an important thing, don't miss. See, these three engram, if they have the power to put you in depression, if you continue, if you obey those engrams and fall in depression, these three will not be just three, they will become 10. That 7 only is called agamya. You understand? So whenever you cooperate with prarabdha, you collect agamya. Whenever the prarabdha loses its influence over you, you stop collecting agamya. So when this influence, this 10 engram influence over you stops, means the agamya collection will stop. Bringing you back to the joy or the pure inner space, the unwavering, undisturbed inner space, not only reduces prarabdha's influence over you, stops the number of engrams getting collected as agamya. Is there any doubt? If you have any doubt, put it as a question, I will answer. Today we will just grind this idea, this one idea. This one idea will churn in your head or drill in your head. This one idea. Initiation means the ideas, knowledge which brings you out of these depressive thoughts. Which brings you out of the depressive thoughts, means the knowledge which brings you out of the influence of these 10 thoughts. Prarabdha is what we call initiation. Click. Puja is nothing but remembering all the clicks which happen to you every day at least once, so that it will come up whenever you have a problem. See, for example, 20 or 30 clicks would have happened to you in NSP. In that 4 days, maybe some 20-30 clicks or even 100 click would have happened. For next 3 months, you will remember 80 of them. After 6 months, 60. After 1 year, it's okay, this Bangalore Swami has no other work. Leave it. After NSP Energy Darshan, they will tell you, you are God. You landed on the planet Earth to save us. All these big statements they will give. After 1 year, everything will disappear. The reason, because those clicks have been forgotten. The teachings which is given, see, when a master teaches, it is not even a teaching. It is a powerful experience. When you don't use them, when you don't again and again use those shastras, not only the shastras loses its power, you will not be able to even remember them again. That is the important thing. See, for example, you have this cart. If you don't use this cart for 2 years, it's not that this cart will disappear. After 2 years, you can get this cart and you can use it. But the knowledge given to you, the initiations given to you, if you don't use them for 2 years, don't think it will be sitting in your bedroom. No. It will disappear. So how to every day remind? All the click happened. Every day sitting and reminding all the clicks which happened in us is puja. Because in puja, just the Manasa Puja mantra, how many of you know that Manasa Puja mantra? Just the Manasa Puja mantra will remind you all the clicks. All the clicks, because explain all the Manasa Puja mantra Hridbadmamasanam dadyat. My heart is the seat for you means it has to be clean. Otherwise you think I will come and sit. No. Sahasrara achyutamritaihi bhadyam saranayor dadyat means Sahasrara amrita means what? Out of gratitude, when you overflow, you will have a deep sweet taste in your tongue, in your throat. How many of you have felt? In Energy Darshan you can feel that. In Energy Darshans you can see suddenly the whole space will become so sweet. That is what is Sahasrara Amrita. The Amrita comes down from a Sahasrara when you are feeling fulfilled, so joyful, your whole throat will be filled with a Sahasrara Amrita. That Amrita, that nectar is the Bhadya means the water to wash the feet. Means when you sit in the puja, every day you remember the Energy Darshan experience and you bring yourself back to that experience. If you don't have that sweet taste in the throat, you can't do puja. Means you are telling a lie sitting in front of my statue. If you only have a real that feeling again, then only then you are authorized to use the word Sahasrara achyutamritaihi Bhadyam saranayor dadyat Manastu argyam nivedayet means the end of the NSP, you throw all the samskaras into the fire. That's what is your manas, mind. You throw everything. Now you are remembering, yes, how I throw everything there. Now I am throwing everything at your feet. Manastu argyam nivedayet. Argyam means offering. I am offering. Tena amritena achamaniyam. With that same ecstatic nectar, I do the abhisheka for you. Means now you have to come back to that Energy Darshan experience, that joy, that ecstasy. You have to come back. So this every step of this mantra reminds you and brings you back to that click, that initiation experience which happened in you. Every day, whether you want or not, you remember the initiation experience, the click which happened with the master. So, ritual brings you back to the pure consciousness. So this 10 engrams loses its power over you. When this 10 loses its power over you, this 200 collection stops. When the collection stops and when the 10 loses its power over you, naturally the person who brings you back to the superconscious again and again, master, he appears when you leave the body and burns this sanjita. He appears and burns this sanjita. Understand, you can't do anything directly with sanjita. For sanjita, only Guru Kripa can do. Only Master's grace can do. For example, if your child sits and tries very hard to build a small home, what will you do? You'll say, all right, don't bother, I myself will build and give you. When a disciple sincerely works to remove the prarabdha and agamya, the Guru's grace happens. You see, Guru's grace is not just dependent on me. Understand, anybody who does sincerely sadhana or meditation, in spite of me, the grace has to land on you. It is not even dependent on me. Let me be very clear. It is just dependent on your receptivity, not on me. I am like a ocean, constantly available. Whoever comes with whatever size vessel, you carry. If you come with a small coconut shell, you will carry that much, like your head. Or if you come with a little bigger vessel, you will carry in that. If you come with a little big container, you will carry in that. If you are intelligent, you will build a canal. You will build a canal. That's all is the whole thing. Okay. Initiation. Puja means reminding every day yourself all the initiation, great experiences happened with the master and bringing you back to that same high consciousness, same high spirit. Means now you are ready for next 24 hours drama, circus. Next 24 hours now you have energy. You have energy. That is the reason for puja. Maybe I'll explain. The arti. I think It's already 9:30. Do you guys have time? Maybe tomorrow we'll do. Huh? You guys can sleep. They arrange the Arati, but it is half an hour and I am seeing already many ways. Poor guys, I don't want to torture them. And moreover, if you guys are fresh, all these things will go inside and help you whenever it is needed. Otherwise, it is like a message taught to Karna. See, Karna told a lie and learned the lessons from Vishwamitra. Not Durvasa, I think. Durvasa cursed Karna. You told a lie. Because of that, when it is really needed, the knowledge which I gave will not come to your memory. So if you guys are sleeping and whatever I am talking, what will happen? When it is really needed, it won't come to your memory. Then what is the use? So tomorrow morning be fresh. I'll explain the Arati. I'll tell them to do the Arati. And we will not have music. I'll just speak step by step. How every step is connected to an initiation. Okay. I think I told the tomorrow program. Morning be here. Sharp by 6. 6 to 8 we will have a session. I think now it is only 9:30. If you guys eat 10 o'clock, go on sleep. 10 to 6. Too much. 8 hours. 8 hours is too much. Morning 6 o'clock come. Be here. We will have Narada Bhakti Sutras. Then I'll tell them to do the Arati. We'll have some more explanation. After that we will have breakfast 9 o'clock and go to Uttaragasi and we'll have lunch in Uttaragasi. Then we'll have darshan of the Uttaragasi Vishwanath Mandir and we'll have evening maybe. We'll have some more puja and the discourses, the further Narada Bhakti Sutras. Tomorrow actually we could have gone to Gangotri, but I didn't take the risk because too many old people are there. Too much height suddenly raising. See when the altitude raises, two things will happen. If you are a joyful guy, your joy will increase. If you are continuously irritable or continuously irritated, the irritational behavior will raise. That's why take care. And one more thing, if you are feeling irritated, don't express, because that will become a strong engram. After going down, you will be shouting already and you will be biting everybody. Your family people will tell what kind of Himalaya trip this guy went. And the Swami, what he is teaching, they will blame me. That's a big problem. These family fellows, if they see the husband or wife very happy after coming to me, for that also they will have a problem. They will have so much of jealousy. This fellow is so happy, independent of me. If you are happy, independent of him or her, that is a big crime. That also will be a problem. If you are not happy, irritated, angry, then again they will blame me. What kind of meditation is teaching you? Nothing is happening, you are only shouting again. So both the case, I will be, what to do, alright. At least, you don't get irritated, don't create samskaras. So, you will have more peace and bliss. Okay, let's gather for next session tomorrow morning. Thank you, be blissful.